I'm now joined by that comedian. You just saw him on our show. He's Ahmed Bharoocha. Welcome back, Ahmed.
Thanks.
Do you have a microphone on? I don't see it. Oh, you're hiding it. Wow, that's like a stealth microphone job there. You even got me on that one.
I learned that in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So you've been out in Los Angeles. I mean, last time you were here, I want to say, is maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were actually, the studio was much smaller. We were in the corner.
Yeah.
We've kind of expanded, and it's a little bit of a different feel.
Yeah, I like it.
But you've been up to some great things. You were on that funny show, Tosh.0, right? How about that, everybody? Yeah. Tosh.0. And how did you get on there? Because I know that you do these skits with your friends. I see them on Facebook. They're very funny, just like you used to do with Tim Vargulish. But now you have these two other guys. You're doing these skits in L.A., and what happened?
Well, we've just put out like one every Monday, and someone that works on Tosh.0 saw it on Facebook, and they liked it, and they submitted it, and then they picked it, and they put it on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they would show like one sketch episode.
When you were on Tosh.0, did that like give you a massive amount of hits?
It gave us a lot more than we normally get, but not like nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
Because most of it is just watched on the.
What was the actual segment about, that one that made it on the show?
Well, it's two roommates. There's three roommates. We're kind of just three roommates in every sketch. But two of the roommates are sick, and they're kind of blaming each other, like, oh, you gave me your cold. And then it cuts to the third roommate, and he's like, oh, yeah, you gave me your cold too, but he just has herpes. And we're like, no, that's not a cold. Like, you have herpes. And he keeps blaming it on the cold. And we're like, nope.
Cool.
That's herpes.
You, out in L.A., you're doing a lot of stand-up there, right?
Yeah.
And now, do you have anything steady, or what do you do out there? I know you've been up for a year now. Is that how long?
Yeah, I've been out there a year. I perform at like a lot of like the alternative rooms that are run by comics and things like that. And then a little bit like the Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory and the Improv.
Just the change from the Boston scene to the LA scene. We all know, everyone always says, you know, go to New York and LA when you're ready to make it big, and it's a lot bigger, but what's the difference? Like, you've been in all the rooms here in Boston, now you're out in LA. What's the big difference?
I think Boston's like my favorite comedy city still. It's just like a great place to grow. There's no industry, so there's no pressure to like move to the next step. You can just work on your craft. But in LA, like there's a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
So if you're ready for that, it's fine. Like to
go out there and make the move.
Yeah, either be distracted or ignore the distractions. But.
Now, if people want to see these funny clips that you put online on Facebook and stuff, how do they find you?
They could go to YouTube, and then it's youtube.com/deadkevinsketch.
Dead Kevin Sketch. One last thing, we had talked about this last time. Your parents come from two separate religious backgrounds, and a lot of your comedy is based on religion. What kind of reaction do you usually get from crowds?
It depends on where I am, but you know, some people get uptight, but I think most of the stuff, it's pretty playful, I think, when I talk about religion, so I think most people are cool with it. Yeah,
and your family finds it funny, or?
Yeah, I think maybe like when I first started talking about religion, my dad was kind of like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Don't do that." But now he's fine.
Oh, very good. Well, we thank you for coming back, and we're excited because the show's on LA now. He's from LA, Ahmed Bharoocha, everybody. We'll be right back. Right after.